Hello everyone, welcome to Mahali Mzuri, welcome to Olari Motorogi Conservancy. My name is John. Behind the camera is Gideon. So we just happen to be in the middle of the conservancy, and we happen to find the two cheetahs. And these two cheetahs are brothers, and they look like they are in their hunting mood. So relax and enjoy the gameplay with them. They are now looking around. Probably they are looking to see if they can find like a weak animal. It's just a perfect temperature for them. So it's just a perfect temperature for them to go hunting. As you know, cheetah is an animal that hunt early morning and late evening because they don't have night vision. And also that's the time the other predators are not active. So they are now looking around. They can't see anything around. The only thing you can see in a distance is some warthogs, which is not their preference. Being two males, their brothers, they will rather go for a toppy or a baby wildebeest. But they are looking around. There is nothing around to hunt. But eventually they will start walking around, and they will probably will be maybe lucky to see them actually bringing down something. Further back there were some toppy before. We're just hoping they will wake up and go towards that direction. So right now they are just lying down, hoping something will come for them. But all around there is nothing for them to go hunting now. We are going to get a little closer. We also have some guests within around us, so we are also giving them their chance. Yeah, at the moment they look just like part of the grass, but eventually when they start walking, we're going to get a little closer so that we have a close-up of the two cheetahs brothers. It's a beautiful area. It's just had some rain, so the whole area is a little bit wet. The grass are wet, so they are not going to stay there for long because they, as you know, cats don't like the wet. So eventually they will start moving because of the grass are not really very comfortable for them to lie for a long time. So eventually they will wake up and start looking for something to go for. Yeah, at the moment the one looking at the left, that will be the right direction, because over the hill there earlier on we saw some toppies and some wildebeest. So that would be a good direction for them if they can take that direction. But you know, nature always has its own way, so we cannot really force it. But if they start going towards the direction they were going, it will take some time before they get to where the other antelopes are. The lights might be a little dark because it just rained. It's very overcast, it's very cloudy. It's raining also at the background, so that might also affect the light intensity. At the moment when they lie down like that, they are using a lot of hearing more, because when they look around they don't see anything, but they can hear things that we don't. So sometimes you see them, they put their head up like now what they're doing, and they probably hear something that they might go for, because they are definitely in the hunting mood. You can tell them they are hunting mood by the way they are looking and the way they were walking before. So right now the one on the left and is kind of looking to the right direction, and we are all hoping that when they walk up, which is very soon, they might take that direction. At the background also you can see little hills at the background. That's also that's like the southeastern end of the conservancy. It's also a very good lion country. Even where we are now, just to our left, it's a very good lion country. So even when they are going for hunt, they are also looking out to see if there is any other predator. And if they see a hyena, or lion or leopard, they will definitely stop hunting, because they know eventually if they do hunt, lion will chase away, and then they lose their kill. Even hyena, yeah, two hyenas will chase them away from their kill. So sometimes they don't want to hunt if they see other predators around, because they know they will lose it. Cheetah is actually a small cat. Is, you know, is like in the bottom of all the predators. The hyena will harass them, leopards will kill them, a lion will kill them. So they are really at the bottom. But they are very successful because of their speed. If they mean to hunt, they rarely miss it because of the speed, and especially if there are two of them. When it's one, like a mother, like normally a female will be on its own, that can be a little tough for her. But two cheetahs like these two brothers, for them, they are very successful in their hunt, and that's why they often go for big stuff. They can go after topi, a middle-sized topi, and they can go after, you know, baby wildebeest, baby eland, baby waterbuck, middle-sized antelope. They are capable of bringing them down. So right now we're just going to wait and see if they will start walking, and then we might see some action. One of them is looking around. Probably the leader have not decided to wake up and go. I'm going to drive a little closer and see if we can have like a little close-up of their faces. So we're just going to have a little close-up of the cheetahs. You can see, maybe Gideon can zoom a little bit so that we can see the face. So cheetahs are very distinctive of their tear mark. If you look at like the one lying down on the left, they have that very distinct tear mark. That's one of the main difference between a cheetah and a leopard. The leopard missed that, so the cheetah have that tear mark. And every tear mark, actually they have some coloration. They have a purpose why they have that tear mark. And normally they hunt during the day, and that is actually to reflect the light, and so that they are able to see even in that speed. You can see how they completely ignore us. You know, they get used to vehicles because probably they've seen vehicles since they were cubs, and now they grew up with vehicles. So they have learned that we are not food. They have learned that we are not a threat to them, and that's why they are completely ignoring us. They can even afford to sleep even in our presence. can see the black marking of the ear. That's what the cheetah use, like to communicate, like our sign language. They use that to communicate, especially when they're hunting. You know, the leader will be telling another on what to do, either to start running or to start trotting or to lie down, or even when they see a predator, they can use the same sign and say, okay, no more hunting, because there is like a hyena around or there is a lion around, and then that can make them stop hunting. So it's amazing how these animals communicate. They really communicate. There are so many ways. Others, like antelope, they communicate with their glands. They have a very strong gland system which they can communicate among themselves. It's very interesting. It's a beautiful animal. Especially sometime in the conservancy, we can say like months without seeing them, because in this conservancy, Olare Motorogi Conservancy, it's a very good area for lions. And you know, lions are big threats to the cheetah. Lion, leopard, and hyenas is a big threat for the cheetah. So when they come here, they spend like 2 or 3 days, and they prefer open areas like this, and then they can go away to the game reserve or to other conservancies which have less population of lions. They're definitely looking hungry, but probably they kind of just like giving up because they don't see any prey around, or that's one of the reasons. Or they have seen maybe a predator around. If they see hyenas around, then they will definitely stop hunting. Sometimes they see things that we don't. They have amazing eyes. So they see things that we don't. So probably the reason why they decided to lie down is either they've seen a predator, or they're just giving up because they don't see any other any prey around, apart from the little warthogs, which are very tough for them. They can go for a warthog, but only baby warthogs, because the warthog will fight back. They have those serious tusks who can really make a serious damage on this all the wildcat. Even lions can be very careful going after the warthog. But lions always have that advantage because there are many. They are very social and there are many, so they can bring down very easily because they all gang up and bring down a warthog. One of them is completely asleep. The other one is like just listening. It's a nice tail flicking. They have beautiful tail. You see, the cheetah have that long tail for balancing. Like when they are maneuvering corners with that speed, the tail will help them balance. See, right now they are completely asleep. We think probably they probably see a predator around. This area also is good for hyenas. It's also good for lions. So maybe that's why they've stopped walking around. They might decide to spend a night here and then try the hunting the following day. Because there is no point of hunting and killing and using all that energy and then you don't eat it. You know, the hyena will take it away. So I think that's what's happening now. That's why they've decided to just sleep. Okay, so we're going to drive around and see if we can see any other predator or something else we can find, and then if we can communicate with the other guys. If they start hunting, we can always come back. Bye, cheetah. You see when they start the engine, they start moving around. Goodbye, cheetah. Thank you for showing up. So we're just going to carry on. There's also some guests with us, so we'll leave them to enjoy. So we're going to move around and see if we can find something else. By the trees here, it's a very good lion country. Just rain here, it's a little bit wet on the ground. This is the time in the Mara, because we have that black cotton soil. You have to be very careful where to drive through. It can very easily be boggy. Background here, you can see some antelopes. That is a topi. They are all aware of the two cheetahs, so they are looking around. This is what those brothers can go for. But when they are aware, they know they are very fast too. So they have to come to a very close distance so that they can go after. At the moment, they are very alert. So I don't think they have a chance for this. There is more topi there in the background. This is the middle-sized antelope. It's called a topi. As you can see, it's shaking the head. It's not shaking the head because he hates us. It's shaking the head because they have a gland called a preorbital gland. And that gland is very close to the eye. And the gland produces a substance that attracts flies. So because it's very close to the eyes, the topi is shaking off the flies from bothering its eyes. That's why it's shaking its head like that. Very good scenery. Background. It's a very good also lion countries and very good elephant countries because of the little shrubs. The little shrubs you can see in a distance are acacia, which the elephants love it. Still very good cheetah country. That they are not happy, lucky today to have prey. But also this prey move because of the grass. So it rains somewhere more, and that's why they move there. And right now we are going to see a big herd of buffalo here. As you can see, they are also used to vehicles. Even being the most dangerous animal, they get used to vehicles, especially in a big group. Big group like this, they're not dangerous at all. This is a young one, it's a young calf looking at us. See, it's munching the grass, just loving the grass, especially after the rain. It's a mean looking animal. Yeah, we're going to drive around the buffalo. It's a mixture of young ones, it's big males, it's big females. See, the young ones, when they're young, they are like more brown in color, and then the brown color turn to black as they age. Also the horns. They have like straight horns, and then when they grow, they curl more like that one, chewing its cuds. Yeah, the buffalo chew cuds like a cow. So this is the time they're happy after the rain. They're just lying down and chewing cuds. They are all scattered, they're all around, very happy looking. Yeah, all the grazers are very happy now. We've had some rain, and the whole area is very lush. The buffalo like the fresh grass. So when it rains like the way it just rained, they are very, very happy. Right now we're going to carry on and see if we can see something else. This is just a perfect temperature for the predators to hunt. So we're going to drive around and see if we can find with us if it's not very clear. It's because of it's gloomy. It's just rain, and the whole area is overcast now. It's all covered with clouds. You can see why sometimes we don't find lions. You see the grass, it's all like lion colored, and when the lions are lying down there, sometimes it's very difficult to see them. Being careful not to drive through the warthog holes. This long grass, they can be like holes. So if it can be a little bumpy, just bear with me. It's because of be of the same pride, but the other one looks like she's feeding on something. Yeah, it looks like she caught a warthog. She just killed a warthog, so we just missed a live kill, but she's having a feed. And the other lioness is coming. Yeah, this is the right time for them to hunt. As I said earlier, she just killed a warthog, and she's now feeding on it, on the warthog, because this is the time the warthogs also go to the hole, because they live in the burrows. So this one did not make it. She was on its way to the hole, and she was not lucky, and then she's caught by a lioness. Probably the lioness was just lying around here, and with this color of the grass, it's so invisible, and it happened to be caught maybe very close to the hole, that they normally spend a night. This is a decent meal for her. I'm lucky she's going to finish it all if there is no hyenas around, because being alone as a lioness, 3 or 4 hyenas can actually chase her away from the kill. You can hear the mulching. After finishing this will be a decent meal. This will keep her going for the next 2 or 3 days. You can hear her crunching the bones. It's going to crunch all the bones. It's actually going to finish everything, if other predator won't interfere. The other lioness is just around, but she's not coming to join her, because she's she's not ready to share. Yeah, by looking at the nostril, you can see that it's black, so it denotes that it's a mature female. Oh, that's a serious crunch. It's cracking all the bone. Yeah, the lions have those 4 canines for tearing, and they have that molars for cracking the bones, like what she's doing now. Yeah, it's very gloomy, so the light might not favor us. So this was not really a mature warthog, it's a young one. Probably she was with the mother, and maybe the mother happened to get into the hole. And being a baby, sometimes they don't see where they are running to with this long grass. So it happens that she might run into the lions. What a happy lioness. It's a decent meal for the evening. You see the way she's licking. Now she's licking to make the skin a little softer so that she can drip very easily. You can hear the bones breaking. Although the lions they don't have like a very strong jaw like the hyena does. The hyena will take like within a very short time it's cracked all that bone. But the lions, for a warthog, still a small, and being a baby warthog, or a teenager for that matter, eventually you'll finish everything. The only thing you would leave here is a piece of a skull and of course the tusk of a warthog. Very nice background. You can see how camouflaged they can be. He's not actually hiding, but you struggle to see it in the grass because it's kind of the same color. Yeah, and the other lionesses, she wants to come and join, but I'm sure she's not ready to share. Yeah, if she can come closer, it's going to be like a scramble. They fight for it, but look like she's not ready to share a meal, even though they are related. If it was something bigger like a wildebeest, they should be, she will not mind sharing. But for something like a snack, she's not ready. Oh, that's a decent pull. It's a big bite for one mouthful. It's also her approach. It's more of a submissive. I'm sure she's like being submissive and coming closer, lying down, coming closer, until eventually she will either get a little share or they fight for it. They might even divide into 2 pieces. Oh, that's a serious crunching of the bones. You can see how powerful the lioness are. If you look at that neck, it's a very powerful neck. When you see them bringing down bigger stuff like wildebeest, it's like one slab and the wildebeest is down. Even though they look like twice the size. But they're very, very powerful, these lionesses are. It's going to eat everything, even the skin. The only part of it's going to live is the stomach, because the stomach is full of grass, and she doesn't eat any grass. Sometimes you see lioness eating grass, but only when they want to puke, not because it's food. When they want to get rid of what they ate and they don't like it, and that's the only time you see them eating grass. But not really as a food, just to get rid of what they eat that they didn't like. You can tell how possessive she is. She's like using his front paw to hold the warthog. It's like saying, this is all mine and I'm not ready to share. Yeah, the light is a little low because it's heading to sunset and it's overcast. It's very cloudy. You can hear the way it's crunching the bones. Wow, that's just like a little piece of stomach. It's about to rip the stomach. And eventually when you rip the stomach, you'll push it away and then it start just eating the flesh. Normally when they kill, they start feeding from the hindquarters, because often most of these animals, they have more meat on the hindquarters. So they normally start from the hindquarters. Right now it's just finished the hindquarters. It's now going to rip the stomach and maybe towards the chest. Normally they start from where he has a lot of flesh. See the way it's licking, probably it's just licking the blood. It just pierces the stomach, so the blood that was caught inside the stomach, that's what it's licking now. The way it's licking the blood now, just after ripping the stomach, there's a lot of blood that's pouring now on the ground, and that's what she is licking. You can hear that crunching, that's like ripping the skin, and he uses the teeth, the carnassial share, to cut the skin, so that to expose the flesh underneath. And actually lions, like when they're very thirsty, they can go after intestine, the long thing, they can go after small intestines. But mostly when they are thirsty, because the animal intestine have a lot of it's watery. So when they are thirsty, they eat that. But often when they are not, they like take it aside. Wow, it's just pulled the whole stomach out. It's actually, just as I said earlier, it's eating the intestines. It's like sieving it. It's because it's not, it's like some tissues, so it's not even chewing it. It's just like sucking it and draining it into the mouth and into the stomach. It's just going to rip into small pieces. The other lioness is coming closer. Yeah, she's very slowly coming towards her, but in a more submissive way, because you know this can result to a fight, which she might not ready for. So yeah, lions can be very submissive until she is accepted back. But still, she's not ready to share. She just wants to have her meal alone. Okay, once again, welcome to Olare Motorogi Conservancy. Welcome to Mahali Mzuri. We are looking forward to host you after the end of this pandemic. Ciao. I hope you enjoy our sofa safari. See you on the next Wednesday on our other sofa safari. Ciao.